right, good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Come on, it's Saturday evening. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry, I had to get a little bit of the rock star out of me. If you've ever heard an amplifier coming out from the Houston household, that might be indicative of who I am. Speaking of which, I'm Nick Gallop, son of Sarah and Andy Gallop, and I'd like to tell you about one summer in 1998. So picture, if you will, 5-year-old me, much less hair and much less beard. As we do on birthdays, we go for a hike. And so on this hike in particular, we decided that Dome Rock was going to be the perfect place to go, which it was. So we set out with our family, the Houstons, and we also brought a bunch of maize with us. And it was a great day. We went up, we had our lunch. I hung around in the crack at the top there while I could still fit in it. And then we decided that the day was going to be done and that we would head right down. So we did exactly that, and we were walking down the wonderful pathway that would lead us back to ye old Route 2. And once we got to a certain point, I felt that I could be going faster, while everyone else who seemed to have injured knees would go slower. And, faster I did go, and I eventually lost my pack. I thought nothing of it. I thought, hey, you know what? This is a good day, and I've done this hike a million times. What could possibly go wrong? Well, the answer lies in a certain fork between Brookside and Valleyway. Valleyway was, of course, the correct way to go. However, I decided to veer left instead of right and took Brookside. Now, need I remind you, I am 5 years old at the time, and after a little while of not seeing anybody who was immensely taller than me, I got a little uncomfortable. As such, I stopped, looked back, saw that nobody was following me, turned around, and went to backtrack a bit to see if anybody would be there, and there was none. I got a little scared. And so I yelled and I screamed, and nobody could hear me, and nobody had been coming. And so I decided that the next best thing to do would be to just go down. And down I went. So I found Route 2, and I knew that everything was going to be okay. So I crossed Route 2, I went down. Yes, 5-year-old me crossed Route 2 by myself. And I ended up across the road, going down the hill and past what used to be the Tucker's Field, and then went all the way down to Rand Road, found my house, went all the way up the big driveway, still unpaved and covered in rocks, and walked right in the front door to find my own grandmother, Josie Houston, on the phone with my mother. And the conversation was something to the effect of, no, I haven't seen Nick. He actually hasn't been here at all today. And then she turned around and said, actually, never mind. He's right here. You should come home right now. And so my mother, who was leading this entire group who had gone up to Dome Rock with us, decided, okay, let's go home. And so they did, and I was there, and upon them walking in, I said, say, it's awfully hot out. Shall we go for a swim? And we did. That's it.